Hopefully, I have been tweeting.
Yay. Honk.
Yoop. Hello, Hydrate. Thank you for confirming and tweet.
I'm tweet. Love tweet. Hell yeah, tweet.
Am did tweet. Alrighty, last drafts of the year. At least stream. All the phone notifications and such.
An ultimate stream of the year.
Indeed. We only got one more after this.
Hey, well done in the 7-hour draft.
Yay. Done that like once or twice.
And once on stream, I think, even.
Yep.
I haven't got the achievement for it on.
Yeah, I think so. See what our first pack looks like. Ah! Hey then.
I misspelled right.
Did somebody say a 6/6 with Aegis in the air?
There's Combust.
God, this is such a good pack. Elder's Feather, Combust, Blurry Chaser. God, Makeshift Barrier's really good, Brass Shorthorn's really good, Oni Patrol's really good, Hoplite Barbarian's really good, Rampage is really good.
Are we taking the big boy in the air?
I think I'm going to take a Mistveil Drake and then see what we can do with a little bit of Primal. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. Kind of hard to go wrong with Mistveil Drake. Kind of hard to go wrong in this pack, admittedly.
Sure,
like
sure.
There's a lot of things we could take.
The Brass Shorthorn.
It's true, I could take the... Well, Brass Shorthorn's fine. I could take the Warn
Warn
Shield, really.
Accelerate.
Or the Accelerate, yeah. Like, the three of these are probably the weakest in the pack. With the Meditant being a bit stronger than the other two, but... Let's focus on the positives.
Let's take a big boy.
Ah.
Oh, Defiance.
God, this entire top row.
Speaker. Fuck.
There's even a Cut Ties and a Tauride Test Pilot. It's so hard not to take a Twin Brood Sauropod.
It's a Twin Brood.
Like, and I will say, like, both of these are A+ cards.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The Twin Brood Sauropod it's 2 units for the price of 1.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, it's Twin Brood.
Journey Guide's good. Bannerman's always nice. Lethrite Target Caller. A lot of good ones here. I mean, even Combray Healer's actually quite good.
Yeah.
Bannerman's definitely like the safest.
The safest pick is fixing.
Journey Guide is sort of like if I feel like I'm gonna keep getting Justice. Definitely good to grab.
Elysian could give us 20 Ritual.
It is true.
We find it.
And that is hilarious. I think a lot of this is definitely going to come down to what ends up being open, but either of these colors we now have like some absolute bombs in, so might just grab the Bannerman and see what the next pick looks like. Looking at this, hard to say if Primal's open. Time seems open enough. Okay, so Timekeeper, less good in draft, still pretty good. I mean, if you can get yourself up to a 4/4, you're pretty much set. And Time is also the faction that has a lot of influence. Like a lot of ways to just grab influence. You know, if you get, obviously Bannerman can do it, but there's also the Explorer, the 2/1, what's his face? Pick an influence. If you have all your influence, just pop another Time on when you have that.
Yep.
Dragon Breath is removal.
Good. Yep,
really hard to say no to that. Wanted Poster's pretty good. This is actually, like, these two being on are a pretty good sign.
Primal is fairly
Primal.
open. Fire is non-existent. Brand Scrying, that's not a card.
Brand Scrying is not a card.
It's not a card.
Weird that they made this Eternal Draft Pack with only 11 cards in it.
Right? It's not a card.
But yeah, Dragon Breath.
Yeah, Dragon Breath's really good.
Is just really, really strong, and obviously removal is really good in this format. I'd be kind of happy to take Timekeeper where we are right now, especially when we're already looking for the double on Twin Brood, but I think Dragon Breath's removal is really, really strong. Side note, Misspell Drake's only one. Not a double, which is just absolutely ridiculous. You could splash Mistveil Drake in some of the older decks that were played.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting. Target Caller and Recruiter are both quite strong. Wanted Poster and Mantle of Justice. Mantle of Justice is sort of the same talk about as we had with Timekeeper, although 3 Justice is enough to make Mantle of Justice good. 4 cost 3/3 weapon is honestly pretty good.
Well, the time has definitely dried up.
Time's dried up a bit, yes. Static Bolt and Belligerent Yeti are both good. 2 cost, 2 damage, slow speed is honestly fine. These are definitely interesting questions, though. Like, there's a chance we just decide we want to go Feln.
Yep.
I feel like I've often overvalued Cabal Recruiter, but I do like it as a threat because it is such a huge tempo swing if it manages to hit face, and then after it does that, it's still a pretty good blocker, and even before it does that.
And that's our Target Caller.
Target Caller is just always fantastic.
How's it going? We've got ourselves a dragon and a dino boy. 2 dino boys.
We've definitely got some shit going down, yes. This is interesting. If the Target Caller was 1 shadow, I would definitely be taking it. Since I'm not totally sure I'm committed, I don't know, but I've definitely seen some good shadow cards. So it's not like the worst. It's not like it's the biggest pull if I was to go try to grab that. Very interesting. Obviously, Cabal Recruiter, if you can give it unblockable, it's just hilarious. Just gets in for free, steals whatever unit they have on theirs. It's definitely the more fun haver card. Ooh, this is tough. Probably just like pick something, but I'm terrible at doing that. I do think I'm gonna go for one of the shadow cards, though.
Yep.
This one's a bit more splashable if I do start seeing time again.
Sure.
I'm unlikely to see more Target Callers, but this is also uncommon, so. Alright, never mind me.
Incorrect. Alright, Cobalt Coin's decent, though.
Yeah, it's either the Target Caller or the Coin here. Coin is obviously quite good for helping get things through. Kind of hard to say no to a Target Caller after I just passed one up. Especially if ones are being passed to me, that really says that Shadow's pretty open. So maybe it is something like that. I definitely like both of these quite a lot.
Let's do it.
Cobalt
Coin or Slope Sergeant.
Coin or Slope Sergeant. We don't currently have any Yetis, so it might just be good to take the safe coin, because I can guarantee that's going in the deck.
100%.
That is a late Bright Mace Paladin. Like, wow. Trickster Mage. We don't have any warps right now, unfortunately. Might just like grab a cheeky Bright Mace. Do that or like the Valkyrie Aspirant.
Really Fragility.
Fragility is just not
yeah.
It costs 2 to play, and then also on top of that has like other stuff. I mean, I might even still take it just in case we end up in a curse deck, but Bright Mace is definitely a bit more solid if we discover that Justice is really open.
We've definitely seen some decent Justice.
Yeah, in the next pack especially.
That Token of Knowledge, I think.
Yeah, Token's pretty good. Might even help us like splash something if we want to get really silly.
Shepherd or Muck Crawler?
Neither of these are super amazing.
Yep. Blue and Shepherd?
Shepherd's the better card, at least where we're at. Wow, and then late on, all of the time just shows up.
Okay. That's a fucking wild card.
God, 6 cost 5/2.
Alright, so there's Grotto of Angel is a Grotto's favored.
There's an
Edict
Edict of Makar here.
Edict is definitely a very good card. So is Grotto's favored. You know, Grotto's favored is actually really good. It's 6/5.
I really wish this was a good cut, like a good
I know.
legendary, because it's in colors that we're like ostensibly playing right now.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
really.
so sad.
Grotto's favorite is really good for top end and a silence. We do
Yeah,
have a good
it's
amount of
really,
top
really
end.
strong.
Edict of Makar is just really good removal.
Yep.
Might be playing a 3-color deck.
Yeah, and I mean, that's totally fine, especially with the token and the banner man.
Yeah, we're definitely on the lookout for fixing, but yeah.
I will say that if we do end up in time, we don't really need... I mean, I would never say no to a Gurdov's favored as a thing. Like, you could easily push the Shepherd out of the way, but I think the removal of Edict is
I think the Edict
pretty
is good.
fucking good.
Ooh, Befoul.
Befoul or Sword
Skyhard.
of Judgment.
Sword of Judgment. Skyward.
Skyhard.
Sword of Judgment is fucking good.
Or
So
so
is
is Befoul.
Oh, shit.
That's a tough one.
Oh, shit. Those are both really good.
Yep.
Oh, that's harsh. I want them both. How dare you give me this choice? I don't know.
That's really tough.
I don't know, game.
I'd go with Sword here. Sword is a more tempo-y play.
Yeah.
Befoul, obviously, you got to put yourself way back, but then you kind of just win the game. That's so tough, though. Like, they're both fantastic cards, and I think it's hard to go
cards
wrong.
we're never going to see again. So.
Yeah, I think it's hard to go wrong. That pick. So we do have Sodi's Choice. We do have a Bane Wolf. I don't really care about that Wanderlust Kieran. Elysian Insignia is actually not that bad. Whew, boy, this is tough. Yeah, Vangel's in this deck will probably actually be quite strong.
Yeah.
It's true. I think Befoul does tend to drop more often, partly because this is colorless, so like anyone can grab it.
Yeah, I think it's either the Insignia or maybe or the Evangel.
I do kind of like I do want Sodi's Choice, but I do feel like we have a slightly better chance.
We have a lot of top end at the minute.
Yeah, like I think the Bane Wolf is all right, but I do think it's like one of these things, and I think you are right that these two are probably like if I can get some fixing for this deck, it definitely already has some bullshit.
Yep.
It's got a billion influence requirements for everything.
Yep.
So maybe that's just where I want to be.
Yeah.
Ooh, probably Elysian Insignia. Spiketail Kieran.
Yeah, Spiketail Kieran.
Gurdov's favorite is also quite good, but again, I think right now we want to shore up the start of this deck rather than the end of it.
We have a lot of top end.
We also have a lot of removal with Edict and Dragon Breath, and even Cobalt Coin.
Right.
Mandrake. Thunderclaw Raven's actually not that bad, especially when it can...
Sinner, thank you for the resub!
Thank you! It would actually be able to pull out... Actually, it wouldn't be able to pull out Cobalt Coin. Nothing currently.
Always the potential. There's a decent amount of curses.
Yep. It's also just like a flying unit on 3, which isn't bad. Is looking like Primal may just be our splash here. This might be a Xenon deck that splashes Primal. Because all 3 of these that we have so far are pretty splashable things. 2 of them, really. Like, Mandrake's good, but I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way with the stuff that I already have here. Replacing Lumen Shepherd wouldn't be the worst thing here, though. Like 4/5, the 1/1 is really nice, but a 7 or 4/6, and the 4/6 body is also pretty nice, but a 7/5 Overwhelm is like
very good.
End the game good.
Yep.
Interesting question. I think if I already had more curse support it would be one thing on the Thunderclaw Raven.
Yeah.
We'll see if I regret that. Yeti Griffin Rider's good. Sunset Priest is good. Probably Sunset Priest.
Yep.
Totally fine. I don't really rate Fine Tail.
I think our Primal's gonna end up a splash.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, like that again. Misspell Drake. One card. Wow. all 3 of these. All 3 of these fantastic.
Ooh, Marsh Dragons.
I know, they're all really strong.
Marsh Dragons are very strong, filling our ones as well.
Yeah. This is tough. This is really tough.
Marsh Dragon, I think we're possibly likely to see a Marsh Dragon again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and again, like the start of our deck is what needs work right now.
We have a lot of top.
Nahid's Faithful
Nahid's Faithful,
definitely does work, and it does seem like those are our main colors right now. And
Marsh
what
Dragon.
do you know?
Yeah, there you go. People pass up on Marsh Dragon.
It's weird, yeah. I think I'm taking Reconnaissance here because Cabal Recruiter going in is hilarious.
Yep.
It also becomes a 3/4 body because that +2 is permanent, even if the unblockable isn't, I think. And even if it's not, 2 extra damage.
It's just, yeah, it's this turn. And that Rent Seeker. Woo!
Hell yeah.
Mercy of Kadosh. Blood Wolf. Oh, my boy.
God.
My boy is here. I
so
want
that's
a
a
boy.
favored and a Blood Wolf, and I think it's the Blood Wolf because I only have 1/3 right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really feels like my top end is set unless I'm getting something really, really good. And God, Gurdov's Favored is really, really
It's
good.
really solid, yeah.
But I think filling in the
Blood
start
Wolf.
is probably more important.
Blood Wolf is just that good. Ooh, Blood of Makar is good.
Blood of Makar is really good. I am debating the Gurdov's Favored here. Like one of them, one hard silence with a giant body on it feels really, really good.
I'd probably, yeah, Reconnaissance is permanent.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably grab up Blood of Makar. That thing
true.
is just fucking nasty.
Does end games.
Bonus.
Secret Offering is an interesting question. It does block everything, and then draws us some cards, which will help us get power to get up to this high end, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
Outside of that, like, yeah, the Skyhar is pretty good, but we're still doing pretty good up top. Might go with the Offering here. Hi, Blood of Makar.
Blood of Makar?
Shocking. Fervent Siphoner, I think. Yeah, we could definitely use a few more 2s. I don't really rate a second Blood of Makar.
I don't think you need more than one.
Yes, one of them is absolutely fantastic. 2 of them is sort of like, maybe a bit much. Saying Swaying Sea Kieran isn't bad.
4 for 3 isn't.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that or Chant to Grodov, and I might want to just make sure I get to my unit count. Though we are in 16 units in pack
Yeah, we got a good amount.
We're not doing too badly on that front.
Nope.
It is an interesting question if I'd like Chant in this deck. Not sure. Threes right now. I've got 1 that isn't really a 3, 2, and 3. So yeah, let's take that and see how it goes. Faceless one or Proselyte?
Either amazing.
Yeah.
You wanna proselytize?
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Wow, that is
Makar
a late fucking
Grabbing
Makar
it.
Evangel.
Grabbing it.
That's nuts. That's also pretty nuts.
Grab that. Like any of this is going in the deck, but
Probably not.
yeah, one foot creeper. You got any, Captain? Woo-hoo.
Hell yeah, those things are ridiculous. Like all the captains.
Yeah. Wrong one, though.
Let's see.
Ooh, Sky Snap. Oh, Terry X
Jesus.
Hatchling.
Wow, this whole set are all
shit.
cards that I love. Feels like it's got to be the Hatchling. That is such a fucking draft value card.
Yeah.
Like, you look at this and you look at the Sky Snapper, and I love Sky Snapper, but this is a better Sky Snapper.
Yeah.
Just in 2 colors. No Slinger's nice, but we actually have filled out our 1s and 2s pretty well.
Yep, ornamental daggers.
Wow, I like all of these cards.
Yeah. Love Sledge, love Cogs.
Probably the daggers.
No, we don't have much in the way of attachments and spells. If we could get more of them, that'd be great. You want attachments, right? You want all the daggers, right?
I'm Marin Camel, baby.
I think we just have more daggers.
That or the Journey Guide.
Sure.
And the question is really, would I put 1 Journey Guide or 2 Ornamental Daggers in the deck? And I think there's decent cases to be made for both of them. I do love Ornamental Daggers.
Ornamental daggers, real
And yeah, that was such a Rakano pack right there that we opened up. All the Rakano.
So we got.
I think I'm gonna take that.
Okay. Yep.
Seems pretty good.
Well, there's a Journey Guide. There's the Vorlunk as a
Vorlunk is a removal spell. Like what have we ended up with as removal? Basically just the Dragon Breath and the Edict. Might not be the worst thing. It's not amazing as removal goes.
Yeah, this is clearly your pack. Somehow we got your pack, Red Mage.
Though it is worth noting that with the amount of high-cost stuff I have, Journey Guide might actually be pretty
Journey Guide is
nice.
probably going to be very good in this deck, yeah.
Wow,
power.
that is a late
Seek power.
Seek.
We're taking that.
Take it over the Seat of Cunning,
Taking
hilariously.
fucking Seek power. Token?
I think it's the token here, yeah. We're in Aurelian at this point.
Do you want another token?
I don't see anything else that I'd take here. Let's call that yes. Pack Feast is actually surprisingly good.
Oh shit!
That is a late Cobalt Acolyte.
Oh shit!
I was not thinking I'd get anything to put in my deck. Alright, so now the hard part.
Resolve.
Now the hard part is going to be figuring out what the fuck I'm putting in this deck.
Whoa!
Because wowzers.
Wow! What the hell? How?
That shouldn't be allowed.
How did it get all the way to the end?
Alrighty.
Second last pick. That's not allowed. Faceless one, I think.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 2-drops. That's good. 1, 2. Yeah,
7.
the Batterman 7. So yeah, Faceless one
goodbye.
definitely goes.
People don't respect Primal.
1,
It's
2,
true.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that can definitely go.
I feel like we could probably kill the Lumen Shepherd.
Yeah, we don't need a Lumen Shepherd in
everything
this
else
deck.
Is great.
Yeah.
I know, fools.
So we are now at 16 power, actually. I think I want to make 2 cuts here, and then we just play the deck out.
Yeah.
The question is whomst.
I feel like at least another unit.
Yes, it might even be 2 units here. I might just... Because we're at 22 right now. It's actually fairly safe.
You kill the Fervent Siphoning.
Maybe. I definitely like that Exalted, though.
Or what about 3 drops?
Yeah, the 3 drops are kind of the ones I'm looking at.
How aggressive is this deck?
That is the question. I kind of feel like it's not super aggressive because a lot of the power is sort of up in the Marsh Dragon, the Sora. Like, basically, if this gets to the late game, it can drop so many huge things. The nice thing about Zoltan Brushfang is that I feel perfectly happy eating it with Nahid's Faithful or Sadistic Ritualist. Really important to note that. I'm wondering if I want this Eager Offering, but I feel like drawing power with it is really strong. God, the 3s in this are actually really good.
Yeah.
I mean, Sadistic Ritualist is interesting, but his pledge is actually really strong. God, I keep looking at all of these 3s and being like, well, but that one's actually pretty alright.
Yeah. This was good. And that
yeah, the Pack Beast might be a little bit greedy. I like Pack Beast a lot because on turn 2 it basically just ramps you straight up, but it may just be, like, out of all my 2s, it might be the worst one. And I do feel like with the Offering and the Sadistic Ritualist, we're in pretty good shape for just drawing stuff up.
Yeah, we definitely want to run 17 and Seek, I think.
Yes.
For this strat.
Yeah, I'm definitely cutting one thing, or possibly going with my usual 46 cards because I'm terrible at cutting cards.
I feel like it's a unit. I don't think we want to kill any of our.
No, I like our spells and attachments here.
Yeah.
They all kind of have a really good purpose. Ornamental daggers shores us up really nicely in the late game. Alright, Journey Guide, Faithful, Brushfang, Bannerman, Siphoner, Target Caller, Evangel, 2 Spiketail Kirans, Cobalt Acolyte, Eager Offering, Bloodwolf, Teriax Hatchling, Ritualist. Sunset Priest could maybe be a thing. It's so hard to cut a 3/3 for 3 though. And then I look at every single one of my cards cost like 4 and above and I like them.
I do feel like Sunset is probably...
Yeah, if I'm gonna cut a unit, it might be Sunset Priest. Just because every 3 is better. Like Sunset Priest and Cobalt Offering are both... Or, not Cobalt. Eager Offering. Cobalt Offering. And Eager Offering are the 2 cards that I'm sort of looking at here. And I feel like Eager Offering might be the one that fits this deck a little bit better. Because we don't really have much to do with discards. We threw away both of the cards, like with the legendary and the faceless one are the 2 cards that are like, if you discard this, then play it, but we don't have either of those.
Sunset Priest, yeah.
This deck is going to be interesting. Alright, so before I add my final power, what am I looking at? The double on the left-right target caller, the double on the dinosaurs and the mandrake. And that is it. That's pretty good. So we definitely want to make sure. Yeah. So the question now is how many sources we have, and it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9 with the Bannerman.
10.
Yeah, and 10 with Seek Power. The Shadow is 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, and then 11 with the Makara Evangel.
So maybe it's a time.
Yeah, and it's like we don't actually care all that much about Primal, although every single one of our Primal cards is actually ridiculous.
But we have a ton. With those 3 tokens of knowledge, which are 3 colors, that's incredible that we got 3
Yeah,
of
I think our fixing is absolutely fantastic. Really, the thing that's going to kill this deck is when we get run down before we draw enough cards to stabilize. This is probably one of the few times I can feel fairly confident playing a rushdown deck in draft, which is really funny to say. I would keep this. It would be kind of dicey, but in a fun way. None of this is active, but I might still play it. Yeah, probably just like play the Nahid's Faithful down. We'd have the Twin Brood Sauropod. We've got 3. This deck is definitely going to have issues with active power. I would say that, but it will draw like influence like a dream. Let's give this a shot.
Do it.
If I can play Nahid's Faithful on 1, I don't... no, there's actually no way that I can play it on 1. But if I can play it raw, like as a 2/1 with lifesteal, I'm fine with that. Like, it doesn't need to eat anything. Alright, let's see how this goes.
Ooh, this is gonna go.
I could see this being super dicey, but I could also see this, like, if this deck can stabilize, it basically just wins the game.
See how it goes.
It doesn't really have any reverse sweepers, but I'm hoping that it's just strong enough at the start to hold its own.
No.
Less than ideal.
Oh, and it had all our influence, but...
I think every hand is going to have all of our influence.
Beautiful.
Wow.
I don't even know which one you want to
I
put down
know.
first.
I'm like looking at these. I think because we're going first, I might try to get the Brushfang out. It's an interesting question.
Yeah,
I mean, the only place where it's really the bonus is if this is a unit. And I think the chance of getting a Brushfang in unimpeded is probably worth.
Yeah, Brushfang is definitely.
Ideally, this is ornamental daggers. I accept that though. That actually lets me play the Bloodwolf on 3, which is nice. Okay.
Shadow.
Yeah, grab the Shadow.
Make sure we actually do get the Bloodwolf on 3.
You know.
so.
Oh, that is now deadly, which is nice.
There is. Alright, we have all our influence. We have power for days. Now we just need to draw gas.
Now I just need things. Action, please. Particularly cheaper action.
I would love ornamental daggers for
Daggers would be absolutely lovely.
And our wolf.
Yeah, both of these. I'm fine with that because that's them spending their whole turn.
That's a lot to get. Yeah, that.
That's a very cheap siphoner. The big thing we have going here is that the one thing we have right now is that we are not moving very quickly in terms of killing them.
Yep.
They have a lot of cards right now.
Unburden yourself.
That's not actually too bad. Like, they'll gain health with this, but they can't actually block.
Can't kill it.
Yeah.
So it'll get its mastery.
Yeah.
Matter.
Yep, because we already have the double shadow. Or actually, it does matter, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. Whoops.
Almost
Glad
fucked
you
that up.
realized that. Yeah, I forgot he was 2.
Almost fucked that up.
Hmm.
That's more worrisome.
That's definitely gonna get scary. That's helpful.
Hmm.
Alright, you put on the wolf so it can
Sort of
attack
thinking
in.
one on these two.
Yeah, one on both, yeah, and attack in, unless they want to kill the exalted unit.
I'm like debating if I want to trade the exalted unit here and like put it on the wolf, which is a little risky, but
How big will the wolf get once he's got his mastery?
5, 6.
Okay, then we probably do want to put it on that. As risky as that is. What we should do is block the 3/4.
Or downfall me.
Yeah?
I accept this as my fate.
Yeah, unfortunately we have to stack those eggs in one basket.
I mean, ideally we pull our big boys. Nature's biggest boys. That's nice.
That's a big boy. That's now a 6/5 quick draw. Doesn't kill that damn 4/7, but...
It does die to Edict. Should be mentioned.
Yep.
Boy, we are both going deep control here. That is now big enough. That's an interesting question. Probably just eat at my 0-3 here, right?
Yeah, the only thing that you need more power for is the Mistfield Drake. We're so fucked, though.
We're a little fucked. We need Edict specifically.
Yeah. Gonna be trading health back and forth. It's gonna be really fun.
Back and forth, forever. It really comes down to how far down our deck Edict is.
Oh, there we go. Wah.
And it turns out the answer is too far down.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
We're not dead yet. Like, we have a really good board here. It's just they have a better one until we remove that
Yeah.
flying endurance lifesteal unit.
Yeah, we just got owned, but yeah, we definitely need to sacrifice something and
Yeah, I'm wondering...
Lethrai?
Probably, yeah.
Good boy, but he's not gonna help us out.
God, this hand would have been absolutely incredible if they hadn't gotten...
I think the lack of removal is definitely
Yes, a problem for this
on
deck. I mean, granted, they have...
Jesus.
Oh, wow. Their top end is absolutely incredible, and also a hard counter to ours because it's like all in the air.
Yeah.
Like, God, that Karmic Guardian was an issue. Like, I think we win that if they don't have the Karmic Guardian down. That was definitely some flyers. Forgot 4th Tree Elders in this fucking format. Yeah, I was really worried when they just didn't play cards at the start. I think there are decks that can definitely out-control us.
And you myself.
All seems fine.
Yeah. Not amazing, but it'll do.
Does play. Part of me that wonders if I want Fervent Siphoner.
And then eat him?
Yeah, and then eat him to make a gigantic Nahid's Faithful on turn 3.
I feel like, yeah.
It's very silly. We'll see what they do. If they're moving quickly, I won't really have the option, but... Alright. Can't actually play that.
No. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna eat the Fervent.
Well...
Isn't it on summon?
I mean, I was gonna do that on turn 3. I could still play it, though.
Yeah, I thought you wanted to put down that guy so you can eat him on turn 3, right?
Well, I could do both of those if I was to play this.
Oh, on turn... Oh, okay. All in one turn.
I'm
yeah, fair enough.
debating still doing this, though, especially now that I've got him. I think I will. Might as well develop the board a little bit.
Back, fiend!
Back Fiend. Oh, it's too bad we need the time.
Yeah.
Line.
Alright, well, if you have hard removal, then this backfires spectacularly. If not, though, I do have a 5/5 lifesteal now.
Alright.
Interesting set of questions.
Yeah, sometimes just too many flyers.
They might have a finest hour here. Very scary. But I think I'd like to see it. Or like a lightning strike, but that would actually be fine. I think I'll take the card draw here because they're not really threatening all that much.
You'd like more power, please.
Ooh, I think they might have like a medal or something.
Definitely have something.
There was a pause there. And it wasn't relevant during that. I am fine with just, yeah, like not. I'll take the 2 cards.
I wonder if it was a draw strike.
It is possible, yeah. Ha! My everything.
So many cards.
So play the Seek here.
Yeah,
the question is really what else comes down.
Yeah, we seek for the second time.
Yep. If I do this, if they fucking high alert me, then I'm kind of alright with that. I'm honestly fine with that. As far as those things go. The question now is, like, do I play down a Kieran and try to force it in? Do I play down a Blood Wolf and try to, like, force it in?
I feel like the Blood Wolf's pretty good with the ornamental daggers back in it.
Yeah. The other question is if I play a daggers on it now, and I think I might. If they attack in with this, it's definitely a draw strength, incidentally.
Yeah, we don't block. We probably don't. We don't.
Yeah.
We let them get in their sigil.
Yep.
A worthy deed.
Ooh.
Okay, I probably put the second ornamental daggers on it as well to get it out of draw strength range.
Then we play a hatchling and the Kieran.
Yeah.
Finest out. I'm fairly
They would
certain
have played it.
that's a draw strength they
Yeah.
have.
The Kieran's really nice because it's a 6/6.
Now that we have units, it's actually scary. Oh, we've got the Mistfield Drake now, though.
Yeah. Debating whether I want to like throw out the Kieran or throw out the Mistveiled Drake here. Like if I play the Kieran and attack in with it, it's a 2-for-1 trade. And that might be worth it. Kind of force them to play some cards in their hand.
Yep.
Without playing my Mistveiled Drake, which they do know I have, by the way.
Yeah, they do.
They really don't have a choice
They
here.
do want to kill this.
They
yeah.
have to kill it. I'm fine with that as well.
Strength of many. I think we killed the 5 in the air.
Yep.
3/3.
But in the air nonetheless. Oh, good to get that out of their hands. 3, 2, 1, go. They do not have another fast spell. Perfect.
Yeah, it had to be something like draw strength or strength of many that wasn't quite enough to get them over the edge.
Yep.
That kills it.
It does kill it.
Do we want to hold it or not? Because it's
God.
actually not a problem for us right now.
The big thing is it lets the wolf get in totally for free if they've managed to pull some sort of trick like a cult recruiter or something like that. It basically guarantees the wolf gets in, or even if they have like a lightning strike off the top.
Sure.
The one thing it doesn't do is stop Mistveiled Drake from coming down, but honestly, I think that this is, you know, like really, really force them to have an answer here. Because if they don't,
And we'll get our
they're
hatchling
pretty
down,
fucking dead.
which is nice.
Yeah, we're threatening 4 damage in the air. We have a 6/7 lifesteal.
We have
This is
lethal.
what this deck can do, and also a Mistveiled Drake, by the way.
It will come down.
Yeah, it's sort of just, there's so many things they have to do here.
Fair enough.
The fucked up thing about Mistveiled Drake is even if they manage to remove your Aegis, like a 3/3 flying Aegis is pretty scary in draft.
Yeah.
A 6/6 flying Aegis is just, well, I'll concede now. I think those are basically the 2 games that we're going to play tonight. We are either going to drag it out long enough for the power of our deck to take over, or our opponent is going to get something strong enough that we can't answer. Yeah, this is good. This is like really good, actually.
Alright.
Another person playing Seek on 1. That's a question. I don't think I need that.
No.
Yeah, like playing him on 3 is probably fine. I don't have anything I want to sacrifice, but even a 1/4 for 3 that like threatens the sacrifice is pretty good.
You play that as Shadow.
Yeah, to get the double Shadow. God, I haven't had to think about pledges in a while.
Yeah.
And then next turn I play out the target caller. Somewhat scary, but that does help mitigate it somewhat. Somewhat.
Do you have an edict?
True.
Steady, archers.
Air and fire, which definitely means that they can have pings for all these things. A lot of everything going on there.
Let's see what you got.
I think I attack in here and lay out the Cobalt coin, then trade the Evangel for the Spiketail Kieran. That basically turns it into removal for the cost of pipping one of the Oni Stalwarts.
Play it on the Kieran.
Yes. Because I can actually kill that.
Then you can edict the.
I can
1/4.
edict the Oni, especially if they like play something on it to make it a little scarier.
Yeah, we can edict that at any time.
Exactly. I think that's what I want to do. Like, this deck is definitely going to live and die off of getting the most from its removal. They probably also let this through because they're really scared.
Makar binds us.
Now, we'll see if they have a stat trick. They're in pretty good colors for that, or even just the ability to kill him off.
You'll need this.
That'll do it. Woo.
Alright. So, we probably now trade the
Yes.
target caller.
Yes. And probably just play out the Blood Wolf. Quick draw Blood Wolf's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
Especially
we-
considering Blood of Makar is in my
That's a
hand.
fine target for the target caller.
Yep. And if I trade the target caller for a fast spell here, that's alright too. Good. Definitely didn't want that buffing everything. That's really good.
Very
Several
good.
ways.
Alright, so do we kill that 1/4 and then our Blood Wolf can attack in? Can attack in? Yeah, it won't die. The 2/2s block it.
Yeah.
live.
Interesting question. Yeah, I do that and then play a Teriax Hatchling, and then next turn I Blood of Makar and slam the Hatchling in.
Do you Blood of Makar and edict this turn? You have the power for that.
That is true. Though the thing I do like about playing a Hatchling and doing it is that it can attack in
it'll make it
immediately.
bigger, yeah. Fair.
Because they don't have anything in the air right now. Now,
Yeah.
granted, that could backfire on me, and I do like the thought of forcing them to make the block. Because that absolutely snowballs real hard. Like, this basically, if I do this, it guarantees they're going to feed the Recogulator to it. Which is an interesting question.
Maybe the hatchlings. Both good
I
plans.
think they both work really well. They just have slightly different counters.
Alright, let's edict that.
Yeah, that definitely happens. They're down to
And
2
then
cards,
you
which is
attack in
good.
because that's happening.
Yeah, which basically commits us to the Hatchling.
Actually now, and then yeah, next turn we can find Makar. And then they'll have to feed it.
Yep. If they have a flyer here, that's the punish for this. That's totally fine, though.
Yeah, that's
I don't
fine.
think I care about that even
No.
slightly. The mountain does stop the 2/3. Ooh. That might just be the play
Yeah,
here.
we do 2 damage, then we put the Terrazon down, and then they can't.
And then it's like, what are you gonna do about that?
Yeah, then we put the Blood of Makar down next turn, start snowballing.
Back, fiend!
Ho ho ho. Now I have a 4/1 in the air. This deck can definitely end games.
To the
Oh.
stars.
If that had come out a turn earlier, I'd have been in a lot more trouble.
Yeah,
Ooh.
What you thinking?
Oh, I'm so close here. If I had one more power in my hand, I could play this, and then dump the thing on them. I might just do the trade here. That feels kind of reasonable.
And then put out the other hatchling.
Yeah, do the other hatchling in the
Put
fervent
that down,
siphoner.
yeah, and then we can, you know,
Ritualist and do
the
shit next
same
turn.
next
Yeah.
turn, yeah.
Bleed them dry.
We do have a
case I need
7
that
cost in this
power.
deck.
Yep.
Yeah, we do have 6s and 7
Yeah.
costs in this deck.
Back, fiend!
The ground is pretty nice.
Ooh, hi Marsh Dragon. Well, Marsh Dragon's now gonna eat him, and then put it on the hatchling, right?
I'm actually debating like having the Sadistic Ritualist go out and play it on the hatchling, and then next turn Marsh Dragoning for an even bigger one.
What does Marsh Dragon sacrifice? A 2/2?
Yeah, he's extremely edible right now.
Yeah, fair enough.
One more sacrifice.
Yeah, him.
Oh shit! Well, now you gotta put daggers on him.
Yep.
Oh ho ho! Now he's a 6/4.
Threatening to end the game in 2 turns. Would have been downfallable no matter what. The other option would have been like that guy. Sort of
Do you
like...
have a tribute? Is tribute still a thing in this format?
I think there's a few cards that have it. I think it's probably more likely an onslaught.
When, in which case it doesn't matter whether we let it through or not.
Yep. Like I could have taken the
Reporting
Tarzan
in.
block.
Enemy sighted.
Anime
Really need
sighted.
to?
So yeah, I'll probably just eat the 2/2 here.
Yeah?
Probably just play the
No,
daggers on.
He's faithful.
True, it is just a flat blocker.
It's just a blocker, so they're like... There's no blocking, and it its health when it...
Yeah.
Tiny amount of health when it blocks, so it's just
Yep.
an extra. You're not
Oh
gonna
god, yeah.
You're not gonna be able to go
You're not
by.
getting through this wall.
You're not getting through here. Whereas we could still play the daggers next turn for
Yep.
the attack.
Yeah. Time, level 39. Woo! Yeah, it's almost entirely in rares in this format. So, like, you very rarely see tribute. Probably some legendaries with tribute.
But yeah, it wasn't really worth blocking.
Yep.
If we had like 10 health, yeah, absolutely. But
Yeah.
at 16
Yep.
and lifesteal blockers,
Yep.
it's like, you know, and the Marsh Dragon about to get us some health in and of itself, you know.
There was so much in our favor there. Like I said, there's only 2 games that we're playing tonight.
No,
Such a shame.
no,
But I could play this on 1 and
No.
put daggers on.
no.
Not taking that. I wish I could though. This is actually alright.
I'll take it, yeah.
It's not great, but it
No.
does like him drawing cards
He draws
is really
cards, which
nice.
is good, yeah.
The Siphoner is a bit of a weak spot until I find another unit. But
Hopefully the draw will help.
yeah, exactly. The
It's
draw
not
is
worth-
I think the biggest
It's not
thing.
worth going down, it's not an amazing.
Yeah.
One of those hands where it's like, God, it's not really worth going down a card for a chance to draw a worse hand.
Yep. Time to draw every single one of our cards.
Yep.
The 4 active power is actually pretty nice because we do get him out as fast as possible. Fascinating.
Oh, shit.
Now this is gonna get fun.
Oh, we're owned.
Nah, we got this.
Back, fiend!
Okay, that's nice. We still don't have our primal, but we have...
2 ornamental daggers going on
daggers
this, and then a
Kieran.
spike tail Kieran.
Remember to put the Kieran down first.
Yes. It may emerge eventually. The hope is that they'll be dead by that time.
Oh, I have to keep drawing units, really.
Yep.
You're not playing Mistrust. Question is, do we play Reconnaissance?
I'm debating. Fascinating.
Yeah, fuck it. You can come through.
Deal free? I'm even debating, like, taking the Decimate here, steal shit from them.
Oh god.
That will
right.
eventually be good. Though, the fact that I have the Kieran coming up soon is quite strong. I am gonna make a called shot that they have the Cult Recruiter here. I'm reasonably certain that's in their hand. I'm, like, really debating whether I want this Decimate or not. Because I do kind of need cards.
Yes, but next turn we do get him powering
That's
up.
the big thing. Like, do I want the power up next turn, or do I want some card advantage to be able to, like, do shit? Because I do know that my deck has a lot of power in it.
Yeah, sure.
I think, like, I need the value right now. Plus, it gets him 1 point away from the Mastery.
Yeah.
Or 1 attack away.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you they have a Cult Recruiter in their hand. Just absolutely.
Oh, we're using it. It's just whether we decimate.
Yeah.
It's absolutely happening.
I'm going to attack in with this. If they have the Recruiter for him, that's fine. They don't have a Cult Recruiter in their hand. Interesting. Nailed it.
Oh, we got power.
Did get the power back, yep.
Now, don't we draw Primal?
Yeah, Primal
Well, that
is
8/8 is gonna come
necessary.
out. Oh, Cult Recruiter needs 2 times then.
Oh, yeah.
We need a unit or we need Primal.
Yep.
It's kind of wild they attacked him with that 3-string.
Yeah, that was weird. Like, that basically just made it so they missed the turn. Unfortunate.
We're never seeing that Primal.
Yep, that is the thing that's lacking in our hand.
When you attack in with a 3-4.
Yep. Fine. Hope they don't have a downfall.
Fortunately, our eggs are all in one basket at this point.
Yep.
Because we are not drawing. We have a ton of fucking fixing in this deck, and we are getting none of it.
We at least stop
Okay,
the,
we stopped the 8/8
weapon,
from coming out. Yeah.
which is nice. The question is if I try to attack in with this to get the mastery off, because they don't currently have the power for it, and I know we haven't seen them with a fast spell.
Yeah, I think we have to.
Yeah, I think if they can like fight this off, we probably lose.
I think we're in a sticky situation, basically. No matter what.
Rather.
Shit.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Wow.
Oh, fucking owned by Isolate.
I don't think I've like seen an isolate in forever.
I haven't seen it in a while. It's just not very good removal. There's ornamental daggers. That's about to be deadly.
Man, like,
We just
if
got
we had
owned by
ever
a
seen
bad
some
draw.
primal.
Yeah, if we'd gotten Primal, we would have been fine. But we just did not. We
One of the, I
have a
think,
fucking Bannerman and a Seek
8,
Power and 3 tokens.
9-ish sources, yeah.
We have a billion sources.
Just don't look
Didn't
down.
fucking get any of it. You're 7 power.
Yep.
Ouch. I mean, Isolate's fine, it's just not amazing. It's not something you really play around.
Yeah, I know, Journey Guide, what a pull. Possibly the worst pull I could have done in this deck. Hell yeah, costs one less.
Steady archers.
If we'd gotten Primal in any of these draws,
Yeah, we would have probably just taken it over.
Those Terex hatchlings coming down
Yep.
and that Dragon Breath, we would have been fine.
Yep. 2 types of games.
Oh, geez.
Still have fallen in that.
Sometimes...
That was shockingly unlucky, though.
That was really bad, like, terrible luck. Terrible luck.
Like, I should have been able to count
Yeah.
on that hand.
Absolutely.
This is interesting. I think the fact that I'm on the draw... Ooh, boy. This is sort of like, if they're a fast deck, we just lose. If they're not a fast deck, we kind of just win.
Yeah, we have...
We have
our
all of our influence, except for, like, a second shadow, which is
Yeah.
only relevant to 1 card.
Yeah.
This gets us a thing,
think we go
eventually.
for it.
It also plays defense for a turn. We're also on the draw, so we're a little more likely to draw something good. Risky. Extremely
This
risky.
is an extremely risky hand. I'm just not sure we'd get a better one.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we get him down on turn 2.
Yep.
Shadow.
Yeah, and that, I play the Insignia
Insignia
and
and
play
him
the
out,
Faithful
yeah.
down, and then I can play the Offering, and then everything's actually pretty much fine. They also miss the turns. That's actively good for us.
In plain sight.
They have a thing. I don't know if you can make metal target opponents' units.
I don't think so.
Could be like teleport.
Something like that, yeah. Ambush?
A
Stormlight.
ambush. Damn. Good on them.
I die to serve.
Alright, well, hopefully we draw some units.
Unit would be ideal here, yes. If they attack in here, I definitely block because that just does not have too much stuff. That just makes it even easier.
Soul's Blight will return.
Alright, that's definitely at least a little
Fascinating,
worrisome.
Which is definitely interesting.
Yeah. Wanna play another one?
Soul's
Eat.
Blight will return.
Huh. A pretty good grab.
Oh,
That's a very good
hello,
grab.
that's a good grab.
You can't.
So she needs reconnaissance to get through, but she also just blocks really nicely. And if they spend his fast spell killing her, that's fine.
We're gonna get our twin sauropods down.
Yep. Definitely scary.
Definitely scary. I'd like some daggers. Like, if we can get that guy's attack up to 6.
Yeah.
That Tremor Shock is a dead motherfucker.
This does help.
Oh, the Mandrake, yeah.
Especially with Dragon's
Soul's
Breath in
Blight will
tow.
return.
Holt Recruiter reconnaissance would be really good right now. I probably... Like, I can trade this for their
Yeah.
entire proselytize, and I think that's perfectly reasonable. The question is really, do I play the Blood of Makar along with that, or do I play something else? I think since it probably doesn't hit face, and if they let it hit face, then it's just I continue to build the board.
Alright, then put the Mandrake for the, Really? Yeah, let's...
I think I play the coin here and then throw down the Sauropod,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
then I can,
absolutely.
like, throw
Yeah.
the Mistveil Drake next turn.
Yeah. Let's make the, Stormlight attack in. Dumb idiot.
You mad?
Because with the Mistfield Drake and the Majestic Mandrake, we can...
Yep.
Take it to
You
the sky.
atheist snake.
Unfortunately, we are going to put something large and in charge in the air.
Indeed. Yeah, it's a fair question to ask if I want to do that now.
I think so, and then
we definitely
next
attack
turn,
in.
yeah. I feel like then next turn you put the Blood on Makar down.
Yeah. Wow, that's ballsy.
Okay.
Like, you knew I had that.
I really forgot. We can Blood on Makar and Dragon's Breath, something. And if they put...
Yeah, if they put any sort of threat down.
Which is funny, because they decimated.
Ooh, that's fun. Well, that's the thing that I Makar's Breath, that I Dragon's Breath. Ah, well, I'm not playing the Blood of Makar, but it's not relevant. Oh, actually, they weren't able to play it, huh? They, like, slow.
Yeah, they did, but it hit your face Aegis.
Oh, right.
You had a face Aegis. From Mistfield Trade.
Yeah, that guy. If this deck goes 50-50 and each one of the games is a snowball in one direction or the other, I'm perfectly okay with that.
That's his deck. That's
you know,
his deck.
that would be the perfect result for this deck.
That's what this deck is.
The most... It does not get more this deck than this deck. I completely forgot the face Aegis.
I was like, why are you confused? You have a face
I'm
Aegis.
very confused. Sadly, I can't keep this. This hand is incredible,
this
except for the power situation.
We're throwing this back. We still haven't been able to use that Sword of Judgment yet.
Yep. This is
That's
actually
perfectly
incredible.
cromulent. Yep. Yeah, we get Primal from the token. God, I cannot
The
believe...
offering has been doing work, I gotta say.
I cannot believe we went, like, more than a third down our deck and did not get a Primal Sword.
I know. In this deck.
In this deck.
In this economy. This is a primal.
Yep. And all we need is another time, but that's the one we have most of.
And it's also not relevant until we get to 5 power anyway. Probably okay trading this. Maybe not, though. Interesting question. Because they're going to play the Evangel.
Kodash watches over us.
I think I'm okay with... I think especially with this on now, I think I do want to like try to simplify the board a bit, because I have another one. I think I take that.
I die to serve.
Yeah, the reconnaissance in my back pocket is really nice. Okay, thanks for telling me you have a fast spell. Interesting. Ooh, that's really good.
Yep.
Okay. Ooh. Oh. Oh god.
Yep.
The world!
Alright.
It's
so
my oyster.
Kieran Faithful, right?
I think it's Cabal Recruiter with the intention of reconnaissancing it next turn.
Ooh, true. Yeah, we can do that.
That's kind of what I'm like looking at right now, like, oh baby.
You can't refuse.
Stealing a unit.
Steal a unit, maybe even steal another card on top of that. Especially with the Seek power in hand, I think I might want to do that. Just go full card advantage here. Alright, what do you have? This is either going to go very good or very, very bad.
Fucking do it! It's free real estate!
We're about to get so owned by Isolate, it's hard for me to explain this. It's hard for me to even conceptualize of how owned by Isolate we're about to get.
I've got a clear
Oh,
shot from here.
shit!
Hey, I've got a clear shot from here.
Oh, shit! And their target caller! Oh, that's mean! Oh, do we, Reckless their 1/1 bird?
I think I do.
And then put down the target caller. Or the Kieran.
I know, like, they're both ridiculous. Debating the Kieran here.
Kieran's both are really good for snowballing.
Oh, Jesus.
And we can put that in the air next turn if we feel like it.
They do have like a fast spell that I'm going to assume is some form of stats.
We're just gonna let that 1/1 attack in for one damage every turn. Fuck it. We don't care.
Yeah, it really just gets it out of the way for the
Once they
clear
make
shot.
it big, we can like kill it. Armor feathers.
Hilarious. I love it. Like it, love it, gotta have it. Alrighty. It's worth asking if I want to eat this with Nahid's Faithful now that she's kind of done her job.
Yeah, no, she's just a 1/4 now.
And then give Nahid's Faithful fly, and then give it flying with Cobalt Acolyte for funsies. Might also give that.
I'd probably wait on that, yeah. I think we can put the target collar in the Faithful down. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Hidden in plain sight.
But yeah, I wasn't going to do that this turn.
Steady
It's also
on,
worth
guys.
asking if I want to play the daggers this turn. But honestly, I can play my entire hand next turn, so I don't think it makes a difference. I know, we have so many fucking live draws here. Oh, that's going to give quick draw.
It is. Oh shit, baby.
By the way, these give deadly to anything I put them on.
Alright, well, I think we put the Kieran in the air and a dagger on it, right?
A dagger on
and
both
a dagger
of these.
on both of these, yeah, I feel like, yeah.
Take it to the
And then it's sort of just like, what the fuck do you want to do? Go ahead, feel free. Go wild.
Deadly daggers.
This is why I put her in the deck. God, the extra swing with reconnaissance is stupid as shit.
Vigilante. And their target collar. That was
I will be
so
right back.
mean. That was so
Target
mean.
collar is the kicker.
It was so mean. What a mean thing we did to that poor opponent. We still, like, they could have, like, that rooftop vigilante is so good. No harsh reality, Shenra speaks.
Yeah, this is kind of an important concept, but Pilfer on its own is kind of not worth a card, which is steal an enemy card, because it costs a card slot in your deck, which is kind of shit. I think I keep this.
You have to pledge him, though, for sure.
Yeah, pledge him into
Like, we need
time,
time
and then use the token of knowledge once I get the
primal.
cants.
Yeah.
That all seems fine, though. I'll have to do that, like, on turn 4 or some shit, but that's probably okay. Because I won't be able to play the Faithful. But yeah, like, the thing with the Pilfer is it's not really good on its own, but as a kicker effect for another card that you're already getting value off of, it does things like the swing we saw there.
Yeah, we need both primal and time.
Yeah. Primal.
Yeah, we definitely need that primal and time. Alright,
That's an interesting question.
do you play the primal now with playing those boys?
That's
on
sort
turn
of my
3?
thought, yeah. Like, I was absolutely gonna go for Nahid's here, but I think this is good.
We've got daggers to put on
We
them.
also have daggers to put on them if we want.
Hi.
Sometimes it just works out. We have a fun play order issue here where he wants to eat her, but she wants to give him flying.
Kodash, witness me!
Witness me! Alright. Interesting question. 19. It's also worth asking if I want to just eat one of these with the intention of then putting a 4-3 lifesteal in the air. Which feels pretty
Yeah,
good.
that feels good. If he wasn't going to get in the air, it would have been a no, but
Yeah.
because he will get in the air, that's actually...
Yep.
Hidden in plain sight.
That's actually... Next time we can put it in the air and we can put daggers on one of them. I think that thing is going to get big on the ground.
Yep.
And you can decimate a couple of times, that guy's terrifying.
It's pretty good. Wow.
They've got 1 power.
Yeah, that's the
Do
thing.
they
Like
have
draw
something?
strength is the question here.
I don't think we want to risk...
Yeah, like we lose
Faithful.
everything if they have draw strength or finest hour here, which is just not the way you want to live your life. Weird that.
Yeah, weird
That they would attack into a 3-3 with their 2-2. Alright.
So we put the Cobalt Acolyte and then we put the dagger.
I'm debating just putting both daggers on him and making a 5-5.
I think we have to.
Nutso.
It would have been the Cherry X, but that 3-1 in the air.
Yeah.
Take it to the
and
skies.
yes.
Worth noting that they do have the spell still. Yeah, it's like it's a very transparent draw strength.
They can block.
Maybe I'm like also debating just putting a daggers on this and attacking in with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2-2 in the air is no joke. And if they want to just trade that 3-1 out, then the 3-3 who's in the air is, yeah, they don't take that deal.
Hopefully we can find something
I am perfectly happy taking
Yeah.
this trade.
for
Yanking that out of their hand. It's
yeah.
very obvious, but like the 2-1 who was already past flying to a way better unit. Weird.
Weird
that. All right, Edict of Makar or bust.
Bleed them dry.
Ooh, that's good. Okay, we put our other daggers on her.
This is about to get interesting. Unless they have the second draw strength,
They
in
might
which
have
case,
another
more power
draw
to them.
strength, Yep. But we're gonna lose if we don't.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. If they can kill off the Nahid's Faithful, the game's over, and that's fine. You need, like, explicitly vanquish. Although I guess Isolate would do it as well. They have lowered their power quite a bit.
Must be purged.
Oh!
Alright. Defeated by Vanquish.
You need explicitly vanquish.
And that's what they had.
Youch.
Yep.
I pledge.
Yeah,
my
they were
loyalty.
basically just in control the entire game. Two types of games.
Yep.
Do another draft? We're
Yeah,
not
why
we're 18.
Let's do it.
See if we can get something funny going. That deck was pretty good. Like that was actually pretty fun to play. Oh, wow, they did just have Vanquish. And it's worth noting, if they didn't have Vanquish there, we win that game hands
yeah,
down. Like,
absolutely.
they get an 8-8 on the ground, we get a lifesteal unit that only gets bigger in the air. We were going to win that if they didn't explicitly have Vanquish. Especially because their health was, their power was super low with all those
Yep.
decimates they were doing.
They built a deck around Decimate. More
Made it
power
work.
to 'em.
Yep, hard to fight that.
Torgov,
Alright, Torgov,
Vanquish.
Wow.
Xenon
Tremor
Guardian,
Shocker,
Tremor
Xenon
Shocker.
Guardian, Eviscerate.
God, is it
It's
Torgov or
it's
Vanquish?
one of these two, and I'm not sure which. They're both so good. We saw what Vanquish did to us.
Yeah, Vanquish
Like-
fucked us.
I was literally like, okay, they're at 3 power. The only card in this neighborhood that kills us here is Vanquish.
Vanquish?
Vanquish. I think if I had played a Justice deck, I'd probably go Torgov. Since I played a Primal deck, I think I'll go Vanquish. This pack is nuts, though. Like, everyone who picks from this pack for, like, the first 5 picks is going to be pretty happy. But I'm happy enough to take this Vanquish and really hope we can play it. Let's see. Yeah, Ravenous Thornbeast is good. Axe Sharpener is actually quite good because it holds weapons really well. And it's a 2/3 for 2. The fact that that was passed to us is decent.
With Exalted, there are more weapons than ever before.
Yep.
Because Exalted
I'll
is
probably grab that and try to just force Justice if I can.
Yep.
Yeah, Vanquish at 3, especially in this mode, is still fantastic. Alright.
Jarl's Frostkin.
Terrazon, Frostkin, even learned Herbalist and Snowslinger. It's one of these two. I'm not sure which. Frostkin is less of a...
Yeah, even with Vanquish being up to 3, it's still really freaking good.
Yep. Probably the Frostkin here. Spellstrike is a good sign. Not too much else. Honestly, this whole pack is actually kind of bad. Safe Return's fine. Razor Quill's fine, although after the nerf, it's less good in draft. And unplayable in ranked. Probably the Sorceress would be the pick, even if I wasn't trying to force Justice. That's a good sign. Ooh, okay. I like the look of that. I like the look of this whole pack. Samurai or Workshop Tinker? God, I love both of those cards quite a lot. Shit. Token was also fine, yes. I just wasn't really sure what colors I was in yet. Ooh, boy. I feel like I probably overrate Oni Samurai. It's probably Workshop Tinker. Wanted Poster's really good. Flash Freeze is really good in an aggressive deck, especially with Jarl's Frostkin behind it. Wanted Poster needs a little bit of support, but at some point your opponent will really be forced to do it. Oh boy, this is tough.
Yeah.
I think I'm less likely to see another Wanted Poster than another Flash Freeze. I think it's Wanted Poster here.
Okay, I'm a Slope Sergeant.
Slope Sergeant's fine. 4/4 is a good enough stat line.
That'll be... Ooh,
Sky Crew's a nice top end.
Roland's Favor! Woo!
Geeky Teleport's actually fine. I'm not taking Roland's Favor. There are cards I'm willing to take. Roland's Favor is not one of them. Camel's Blueprints is actually quite good, even if in this format it's not nearly as much.
Herbalist would be fine.
Herbalist is also fine as a splash. Death from Above is actually like not the worst thing as a finisher, but Inflict Conscience is really good. Icy Gaze, we've actually seen a lot of. I think it's
Calamity. Befoul, really.
Yeah, really, Befoul would be the pick if I wanted to do something fancy.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I just grabbed that Inflict Conscience. I think Justice is pretty safe. I really hope it's open in these packs because then we'll be able to get a really good run going with that. Ghostblade Outcast. Ooh, boy.
I think we go the Ghostblade Outcast.
Yes, we take the Ghostblade Outcast, but it's good to see this. Mari's Choice is also quite strong if we're going to be committing to that splash, although I'm not currently committed to that splash. We're definitely taking this Ghostblade Outcast.
By splash, you mean our second color.
You know. Figure that shit out, maybe.
Nothing all that exciting here, honestly.
Yeah. Edict of Linrai is pretty okay because of course
it's essentially dead. It's if it's fire or time, it's a polymorph.
Yeah, and those are really good factions to polymorph. And if not, the stun is actually pretty strong. It's like I think it's that of the Longtail Cavalry.
I like the Edict of Linrai.
And we're actually doing pretty okay for units to begin with. Yeah, Piercing Griffin's also probably reasonable to grab in this deck. I imagine we're gonna see one though. Hello, Unkindness.
Hi, Unkindness.
Crowd Queller. I will say that the Thunderclaw Raven's good. in this deck because Inflict Conscience and Wanted Poster are both really good. I will also say that Crowd Queller with Wanted Poster is way better, and the what's it? Chemo's Blueprints. I feel like I'm more likely to see another Crowd Queller, but I also don't think it'd hard cut me off from a Thunderclaw Raven.
Yeah.
We're definitely getting cut out of the colors I want, but I'm not going. That's not going to stop me. You think you can fucking stop me?
Huru? Is Huru what you want to do?
I'm making Huru happen. I don't know if I'm making it work, but I'm definitely making it happen.
Evangel.
Yeah, this is an interesting question.
I don't know if we have any decimates yet.
Even if we don't, it's still not like the worst thing. But of course, the Evangel is nice for just kind of.
Evangel, well, yeah, Evangel's gonna smooth out our.
Yeah. Molten Brushfang's pretty good. Like that or Ancient Manual. And of course, we're not super committed to Huru as, or like to Primal as a second color right now. Like, we can easily splash Frostkin and Edict in a deck like this if we want to.
Inspired prank, bro.
Hell yeah, it's just a prank, bro.
It's a prank, bro.
None of these are incredible. Fuck it.
He's decided. He's doing a fuck it draft. Why not?
Oh, I know Shadow's open. It's too late. I'm committed to the bit now.
Evangel.
Second Crowd Queller or Emmanuel? Probably Emmanuel. Hell yeah, Xenon Insignia.
Woo! Seasoned Drill Master. Ooh, yeah, Xenon Obelisk.
I'm just gonna take Seasoned Drill Master is really good.
So fucking good, but yeah.
But Xenon Obelisk.
Xenon Obelisk.
Primal's officially a splash with that in there.
Yep.
I
I don't know if we have any other Oni,
don't think we have any Oni.
You could get some Oni. But, God, the other color is just...
Stop telling me what I'm missing.
Yeah, I know.
That's how I feel right now.
Waylane. What's Waylane? Enemy player discards each copy of a unit or site of your choice from their deck. What the fuck does that mean? Do you just, like, destroy a card of theirs?
Basically.
How does that work, though? Do you see all their...
Yeah, you get to pick a card from their deck, from their, of a unit or site. So you pick a unit on the board, and then it just takes that and pulls the rest of them out. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Actually, it might just show you their entire deck.
I don't know how that works.
That's probably actually from their deck. You just look at their whole deck. There are cards that do that.
Weird.
Just let you see every relevant card in their deck. Haven't played it, don't know.
Cruelty is kind of...
Remove-esque.
Those are all the relevant ones, okay. Don't really like any of these cards.
Not particularly.
I mean, the Scrivener will be decent if we do pick up any other Onis.
Boy, someone's getting a Fell Ritual and an Acclaimed Artisan in this deck. Amazing.
Passing Griffin, why not? Storm Feathers or Zoltan Paladin?
Paladin might be where it's at here. Someone's getting an amazing Shadow Jack, by the way. Just absolutely incredible. We will do our best not to think about that person and hopefully not run into them. Definitely not putting 2 reverberating strikes in this deck. Probably not putting 1. Isolate or Bannerman? That's actually quite tough. As far as actual removal goes, we've got Edict of Linrai, we've got Teleport, we sort of have Cruelty. We have Vanquish, which is really good. Debating if I want that Isolate.
Yeah.
Hard removal's pretty good. Like, it's that of the Bannerman here.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, either's fine.
Fuck it!
Alright, you're just going full on.
This draft is gonna be
Fuck
stupid
it.
as shit.
That's fair.
Fuck it, draft.
Living example.
I know, I'm like looking at that limiting example now and just being like, God.
This is full on fuck it draft. Fucking get it. Damn it.
This draft is bullshit and garbage and hell, and I love it.
Fucking do it. Do it. Just fucking get it. Just grab everything. Who cares? It's our last cards of the year. Fuck it. Go hog wild.
It's either gonna go really well or really, really badly.
Ooh, rather than the Tower Top
I'm
Patrol?
like sort of looking at that Tower Top Patrol versus getting any form of fixing it all. This is definitely a Combre deck of some form. So that's actually kind of valuable to this. My 4s right now are basically just Sky Crew, and then I am probably going to splash that Frostkin.
Everyone's gonna hear this because it's extremely loud, but
Hell yeah, get some fucking donut holes from Dunkin' Donuts.
I'm getting my munchkins
Some manchkins.
in me.
I think because I have 2 Xenon Obelisks in this deck, I should probably try to make it so I can actually get there.
Back beast! Token and all is true.
That is true.
Token of Runes to them. From Grinder!
I just want everyone to know, this is not a good deck. But it is definitely a deck that I am about to play.
That's technically accurate, yeah. Let me cut as much primal as possible.
Yep. Not that hard. Our attachment suite is actually not horrible.
I honestly think we can just kill all the primal.
Yeah, it's sort of like if I want to hit that, like the Edict and the Frostkin. Maybe we just try to make this awful deck draw a little better. Pray that we end up with Fragment, with Waystone Fragment and Horn of Plenty.
This is the deck.
Yeah, it is. That's my face right now as I play this
Probably
deck.
take out the token that is I
did.
Time and primal. And you did?
Yep.
Yeah.
Frankly, it's better if we don't know. And hey, worst comes to worst, we end this draft in 2 hours anyway. This deck has some good things, I think.
Just how much did you have to drink today?
Just 2 beers.
That's fine.
It's actually pretty good. It's the Samurai. He's more likely to attack and like get value later on. Don't play something with 2 attack, and even if you do, as long as it has 1 health, that's fine.
Join us in the light.
Axe Sharpener will be able to attack in
Sharpen that blade.
their lifesteal for 1 turn until they kill the 1/1 and put it on and make it 3 lifesteal. Because
Kodash watches over.
Salted is nasty.
Yep. I'm actually kind of happy that I'm like just pulling straight power here. It's not the worst thing in the world. Probably don't attack in to make that a 3/3. Sorry. Although, honestly, getting it out of the way is not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, I didn't think they'd take that.
Zolta will be.
I need, like, this to be a 3 or a 4 drop, and then the next card to be power.
Do we have any 4 drops?
Close your eyes.
1, I think. I think it's Sky Crew. That's pretty good on their part. God, I really wish that this wasn't what they had just played, because then teleport would actually be really nasty on them. Go away.
Deal with you later.
Go away.
Join us in the light.
A 1/4 weapon is definitely scary. Aha! I'm only playing 2 colors, idiot. That's a really good thing to get a war cry on.
Yeah.
Will say that.
Alright, another power?
Probably should have attacked him with the 3/2 there. Guess I still have a chance to.
We can, eventually put a weapon on our Oni Samurai.
True. Baiting attacking in with the 2/2 for funsies.
2/2 and the 3/2?
Yeah. Question then is like what it gets put on. And if they really want to do a, you know, kill something off thing here, that's fine. Agreed.
Grodal preserves us.
You might want to put the horn before you attack.
Yeah, the question is what gets attacked in with. The 3/3 goes in, then it's like...
Fucking go ham.
I could just go ham. Maybe we just go ham. What are they gonna do? Something good is bound to happen, right?
They kind of made their 1/4 Exalted unkillable.
Yeah?
Hilariously, this was the deck where, like, we can't actually do 4 damage.
4 damage? No.
4 damage, no, so, like, we were never actually gonna kill that and put that on anything.
Nailed it. Not a 0/3.
Woo!
I can't promise anything else from this deck, but I can promise it's not going 0/3. Worth noting this beer is 8.4%, or sorry, 8.6% alcohol by volume. That's like about the limit of what I would drink if I'm not actively trying to get drunk in one beer. That shouldn't have worked. But you are right that, like, no matter what they blocked there, we would have gotten some value out of that. I don't hate this. Can't play blueprints yet, but... Nah, most beers are, like... Sort of depends on the type, but, like... 4 to 5% is more normal for a beer.
Sharpen that blade.
Sharpen that blade. Ooh, that's nice.
Zolta will be cleansed.
Don't know that we got any decimates, but that's fine. You gonna do Charmy? Fall short? That feels like a waste, but hey, don't let me dictate your life. Well, I can't play it, but I do have both Xenon Obelisks in my hand.
Kodash!
Hilariously. I've not been paying attention. What's the standard number?
Standard amount for a beer is like 4... I mean, like, 3% for a light beer, 4 to 5 for like a normal craft beer, that kind of thing. Nine to 10% is more like your nice IPAs and stuff like that.
Need that second time. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Well, yes, there's silly gimmick beers like Dogfish Head's Worldwide Stout, which is like 20%. That's fine. A second time would be nice.
Yeah. Kill that, and then
Yeah, I think so.
put your convent out.
I think so.
Convert out.
Argent Convent. I'd rather not have less max power, all things considered. Uh-oh!
Uh-oh!
Unfortunately, I think I'm going to get less max power, all things considered.
Two for me, none for you.
Join us in the light.
Owned.
A little bit. If I could pull a time, I could at least start the train rolling. We got trouble right here in River City. Might as well. I'm debating. I don't really have much else to do. I think we're just lost this.
Oh, we're dead.
We're doomed
dead
as shit.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. Hell yeah! All of my doubles.
We drew very, very badly.
Them getting that
very
curse
badly.
of taxation was like was basically the capper.
If we'd gotten
If we
our
had found a second time at all, we would have been fine.
I've got your back.
Yeah, we just did not get a functional hand.
Yep.
Just a stick.
5, 6, 7, and then 8-ish. As far as doubles go, like the Emo's Blueprints is the only double.
Is most of your deck, though.
Justice.
I guess, are you thinking of getting one sigil and then...
Sort of thinking of doing that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because we really need the second time sigil. We really only need the first Justice sigil. Like, Chemo's Blueprints is really good, but it's the only card in the deck. Yep.
Join us in the light.
That's an interesting question. If I want to like play the Pack Beast out, or if I want to play the Living Example. One extra turn of that. It's mostly like if this is a unit, then I'd rather have the Living Example out. If not, I'd actually rather put the Pack Beast out. I might go with the Pack Beast here, as weird as that is.
And then you play that to get the green. Hacking.
Eh. Who needs it?
I know it's just one damage, but I was like, nope, nope, not honey.
Take the damage, take the
the
money,
damage,
and
take
run.
the free damage. Free 1 damage.
Makar binds us.
All right.
Rewarded.
Now it's an interesting question. I want to just like throw that shit down, or if I'd rather play down the Living Example now because they're still pretty early. And I can get a bigger hand going.
God, I feel like the Wander lets you in. I mean, it does mean lead boost goes on your 2-1, but it's up to you, though.
It's an interesting question.
It is an interesting question. I'm not sure, because I don't think you ever want to put stats on your living example.
Yeah.
It would be that or Nivea's, you know, and Nivea's going to take, like, a couple of turns to come.
Yep.
They're
Plus,
gonna
if we pull a sigil
they're
here...
gonna kill the pack beast.
Yeah.
And then you can put Nivea's down, or the living example, or both next turn.
Yep. Yeah, power here would actually be great.
Ooh, ouch.
That's alright. It kind of stops their whole turn, and suddenly... we are rolling. Now, granted, they've got a lot of cards. We have played all of our cards, which is always the risk, but we have a very good board here. And if this turns into a 6-6, they're in a lot of trouble.
Wherein nurtures us.
Ah, beautiful. Just attack in with him if they want to lightning strike him or like jump kick or some shit. That's fine.
12 that he doubles?
Yes. I imagine he won't be able to keep attacking in. Honestly, kind of.
Oh no.
Ho ho ho. That is the only suitable response. By the way, he's about to get both masteries.
Him now huge. Him now huge.
Downfall my own dudes.
If they do something big, we can kill it.
Yep.
He does a 7-8 need deadly, but this one certainly has it. This deck can get silly.
This
It's
deck
not
is
even
stupid
good.
as shit.
It's not even good, but
No,
it has choosing
it's
and
perfect.
obelisks. It doesn't need to be good. It just needs to fucking go.
Beep beep.
Beep beep, motherfucker.
I'm a Jeep. Ramping with Pack Beast is really good in this deck. For the record. This is power, I will shift her. If it's not, then I play Pack Beast. It's power. Oh baby.
Focus your mind.
Ready yourself!
Ooh, scary. That seems good. I will eventually draw off of that 1 health unit. I don't know if we're gonna win this one. I kind of need to draw some cards.
No, unnecessary.
I mean, sure, I'll take whatever fast spell's in your hand. Nah, still take that, honestly.
Let me tell you a tale.
Kodash, witness me!
You might have that time guy.
Yep.
Run him through!
Yeah,
We got this.
You can't actually use her ability if you attack it. Right?
Yep.
Exhaust
Yes, it
her?
is exhaust.
I had a moment where I was like, is it? Like, yeah, if you already exhaust her, you cannot then exhaust her again.
I'll go my own way.
Go my own way.
You can go your own way.
I've drawn all our removal for
things bigger than they're playing.
Yeah.
Frankly, I would not be attacking in with that.
Sharpen that blade.
But hey, whom's am I to judge?
I mean, yeah, I'd be drawing with it.
Right?
I don't understand why they're attacking and not drawing with it.
With one attack here. It's a little bit silly.
We play her for the draw.
When I get that one time unit, you're a dead motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. We have anything in the air?
What's air? Yeah, we do. Eventually.
Fly, fly.
They have a card. I don't know what a card is, but they do have one.
You'll need
If
this.
we play anything big, it's a dead motherfucker.
It's probably gonna eat the Vanquish here.
Yeah, we'll vanquish that.
Ooh, if they play the spell, it gets bigger. And then I can downfall it. I'd be perfectly fine with, yeah, that. Like, I'm gonna take a fuck ton of damage here. That may be enough to kill me. But I can now downfall that instead of vanquishing it. And then she turns into a 2-2, which is nice. That's really good. That will eventually give me the thingy back, but this has to happen first.
Yes, we do need to,
Yeah, I think that that's actually fine to have on the board. He's really, really good when I get any of the obelisks. Like, I want power to flash grenade for this, but I think that next turn slamming in and just grabbing more cards is probably the best plan here. They really haven't gotten anything super threatening out,
No.
I say, being at 13 life.
I mean, that was a big swing they did there.
Yep. We have Vanquish for their next threat. It really comes down to the next threat. That's pretty good. That does at least mean that I don't really care about Flash Grenade on the Crowd Queller. Let's just play that out. Act that. Interesting question. Probably just play the Brush Fang, though.
I think the funny thing is when they twist that twice.
I know. We are going to take a buttload of damage, though.
Yep.
If they're smart, they will actually only turn it into a 3-2 the same way that you do with Toride Test Pilot.
Yep, we'll see.
But, yeah. Like, that will absolutely be good enough to win the game for them. Yeah.
They're smart.
Unfortunate. They are unfortunately a diamond player.
Let's go.
Pretty sure I've played them in the past. Gotta pull Chemo's blueprints. It's easy.
Boo.
Zolta will be cleansed.
That's nice. Now, granted, they got whatever they wanted out of that.
Join us in the light.
Hell yeah!
Woo!
Chaos mode, baby.
Chaos!
I could really use... Oh, man. If I can pull power, I might be able to win this game. This is such a tough question. It's like, do I just have this now and go in because I think that that's probably correct? Even though I don't get the health back? I'm kind of just waiting for them to get like a flyer. If I pull power next turn, I feel really bad about not playing Gathering Light here. But if I don't, I think I might.
We can wait a turn.
I think I can wait a turn. I don't know if I can wait any longer.
No, we can only wait a turn, I think.
Like if they get a flyer, I'm probably dead either way. That doesn't really matter. That part doesn't really matter. They haven't really played something.
And
Damn it!
we were punished.
What a fucking hard punish!
We were punished. Oops.
Oh, nah, that's not oops. That is not even slightly oops. When this is power, I'm very sad, but I don't even call that oops. No way am I playing around fucking uncommon Staff of Speed. Oh, lovely. Given that even was power, that was the correct play.
Yeah.
But wow, what a fucking
Well,
call.
when we draw another power, we just play it out.
We got trouble though.
Wow. We're owned.
Jesus.
Wow. What happened? Oh, it died immediately.
Oh boy. So it's at 4 health.
Oh, we can trump with the 1/1 to delay that decision.
Yeah, and then we'll
Because that stat can go on, like, it doesn't actually decrease any of our stats, because that stats is going on somewhere.
Yeah. Not sure who.
I don't think it overly matters. I honestly think we're bust, but,
Oh, we're super bust.
Let's see. A little bit of this.
I could discard the Waystone Fragment so that next turn I have power to play the Waystone Fragment.
Let's
Just
see.
swinging with everything
A little
here.
bit of this.
they can still just attack in with that fucking 11 too. That going to kill it? Probably. Whatever.
Don't I want to die here?
think we have to be
Let's see. 3,
careful,
3, 3, 3. Yeah, I don't think it can possibly stop us here. You fucking figure it out. You did take it down to 1 health.
Gonna wipe out most of our board, though.
Yep.
So we're dead.
Oh, we're dead as shit, but that's not going to stop me. God, that fucking staff. I can't even feel bad about that. That owned us so fucking hard. I think we would have won that game if not for that. Like, we would have had it out, we would have gained a fuck ton of health, we would have had 2/2/2s. Like, that was a big part of what I was considering for that. But that staff of speed just absolutely destroyed us. Like, that was absolutely the play to make there. Just attack in. I have no cards. You have lethal. Let's finish this. Ace base. It's that easy. Zero cards. Took you long enough. Technically, I could have lived through that, but...
We were never gonna win that fight,
Nope.
honestly.
That's the thing, my board was huge, and it was only gonna get bigger, and I was about to gain, like, 10 health from it. That was actually almost incredible, and they had the card that hard countered it.
Yep.
So, like, I'll defend the decision I made there every single time.
It was the correct decision. It's
Their
just,
staff of speed just destroyed us.
Was the hard counter. I don't think we
Probably
did
not,
that, no.
unfortunately.
That's all our removal.
It's so close to being really good, but...
That's fair.
that's actually pretty good.
Yep.
That plays the Pack Beast, and I get the Token Division out, and then I get the Waystone Fragment out on turn 3. Which, you know, alright.
Yep.
I won't have any cards. But as long as they don't get any cards, then it's fine.
Never have any cards.
Alright, I am gonna throw a wild guess out that the thing that they got there was, whatchamacallit, his name, Teriak's Hatchling. Just a called shot.
Well, might as well attack in.
Yep. Probably play...
I feel like you play the wandering thing and then back in. And double kill.
That's the, yeah, like the Brush Fang, unfortunately, doesn't get in as is. Which is why I'm debating if I want a
Sure,
living
you
example.
possibly do want the living example, and then hopefully they'll attack in.
Together, we'll find the path.
Probably. They might attack in with their 1/1.
It tends to just sit back until it can be a chump blocker that also buffs something. We shall see.
Your soul's white will return.
Oh, kill a Kieran.
Yep, that is nice. Love to kill a Kieran. I'm like eyeing the potential of Flash Grenade, but I do have to play a thing. It's a shame that there's like no chance I get to play Gathering Lights here, but it's probably not super relevant.
Be welcome, friend.
That's very scary.
That's a problem.
That is an issue that I am not a fan of. This does at least block Becky if it pleases. They feel like attacking in.
I feel like so does your Pack Beast if you put the Waystone Fragment out.
Yeah, it's definitely a consideration. I like holding the Waystone fragment
enough,
for
yeah.
quite a while. It's mostly like, you know, is the board better with these 3 units buffed, or is it better with a 3/4 on it? I might go with the 3/4.
Sharpen that blade.
Again, kind of just hold that as long as I can. Make it a surprise. I will take whatever's in your hand. Okay. Not sure I agree with that, but hey.
Look, Mizo. New
Fuck!
monster.
Oh shit.
We got trouble right here in River City.
We're owned. We're not owned. We're not owned. At least for that way the light out.
That was eventually going to happen.
Boned.
Yep.
Alright, well this was a fucking weird great draft anyway.
2 wins. Hey, I was right. Just throwing that out there. The called shot from all the way downtown. Hell
Join us in the
yeah.
light.
I have the power of God. Unfortunately, they have the power of anime on their side. Hey, look, it's Staff of Speed. Aha! Slow down my time sigil, will you? God, this is like almost
Zoltan
incredible.
will be cleansed.
Man, our hand is incredible. Unfortunately, their hand is incredible. Like, I feel like the hand we have, we win this game 4 times out of 5. This just happens to be time number 5.
Yeah. Woo!
Focus your mind.
Woo!
Like, our hand is absolutely fantastic, or our board is absolutely fantastic, and it's also completely hard countered by their board.
Yep.
Alright, well, that was 2 drafts. I think that was a pretty fun way to end it.
Yep.
Honestly, like, we got really fucked by the 2 packs because Fire and Shadow were way open in the 2nd and 3rd packs, and they didn't really exist in the
No,
1st
yeah.
and 4th packs.
Yeah, that pack was rough. But that's 6/6, that's 50-50.
We did go 50% somehow.
Alright, it'll be 3 weeks for this.
We also rolled up to another diamond chest, I believe.
We have so much gold. I do too many gauntlets.
Yep.
We're never gonna run out of gold.
Yeah, I'll probably fritter away some of that gold playing draft when we're visiting your parents.
When we're in Scotland? Yeah,
Yep.
sounds good.
We'll definitely do some drafts together. In a moment. But this definitely went pretty well, I would say, for Bandit Queen.
We already have a billion of those.
It has been a pretty fun year of drafts, I think. Eternal has put out some really good formats. Like, they've definitely shown that they're super interested. Wow, hello, Legion. Pretty sure I also have 4 of those. Apparently, I don't have 4 of either of them.
There we go.
Go figure. They've really shown that they're super interested in making the draft format, like, interesting, where Constructed is almost always the focus of all of these card games. Just kind of by nature of it, people like building decks, but Eternal is definitely a game that, like, they think about, okay, if we introduce these mechanics, what works really well in draft, and can we make a bunch of commons and uncommons with those, you know? Leave the really ridiculous bomb or total build around shit for rares and legendaries, and put in a whole bunch of weird, interesting mechanical interactions. Like, Mastery is definitely one of my favorite draft mechanics that they've ever put out. It makes every turn so much more weird and interesting when suddenly you're like, do I attack in with this? Do I do with this? It's really cool. Eternal's really cool and fun, and I hope you have all enjoyed watching us do very silly drafts. Yeah, you're right, 2 of them spun to diamond, didn't they? Good shit. Alright, one more stream this year.
Yes, last stream of the year will be on Sunday. It will be more Mario and Luigi Partners in Time.
I always want to call it Superstar Saga 2, but that's not correct.
No.
It's wrong.
Because we're flying out to Scotland.
Yep.
On the Monday, the 23rd?
Yes.
Is that Monday?
That is the 23rd.
That is the Monday. And we're not getting back until January 8th because we're not only going to visit my family, we're going to a fucking wedding.
For my family.
Yeah, for his family in England.
Weirdly enough.
He has some family in England and one of them is getting married, so...
So we will be out for a little bit.
We're gonna be out for 2.5 weeks, but last stream will be Sunday, and then we'll probably be back on Thursday the 9th of January after that.
Yep.
So, you guys have fun?
Hope y'all have a good set of holidays.
See you on Sunday, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.